go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message directly from their heart space. I hope everybody is having an amazing start to their week. This is eclipse week, and the energy is going to get really intense. So, I just hope you all are having a great start because the energy is about to shift in a major way. The first message we have here is, I know exactly how this ends. Wow. There's a masculine energy in your field that has been keeping a lot from you, divine feminine. It's almost as if their energy is coming through as defeated in some way. This masculine, when experiencing intense emotions, tends to close off. They become cold, distant, and keep things to themselves. It's as if they need to go through a mental process before opening up and sharing with you, because it's crucial for them to come to some conclusion or resolution first, before letting you in on what's going on in their mind. So, if you notice your person spending a lot of time in their head, or if they seem to be brooding over something, it's because they are realizing something about your connection that they can no longer ignore. This realization is starting to affect them emotionally, especially considering how they feel about you and where your connection currently stands. It feels like they've tried to ignore or suppress these feelings for as long as they could, but no matter how much they push it down, it keeps resurfacing. It's even more frustrating or obvious when they're in your presence. Just being around you, spending time with you, is triggering them to the point where they can barely focus, and it's all because of this thought, I know how this ends. For some reason, they keep repeating this thought to themselves. There's a repetitive energy to it, almost like it's stuck on loop. If you notice they pull back or seem distant, even when you're together, this is why. Their mind is racing in your presence, or anytime your energy is near. You may think they're fully engaged in conversation, whether it's over the phone or in person, but they're actually somewhere else mentally. They believe a certain aspect of your connection is coming to an end. Honestly, they've felt this from the beginning but haven't said anything. Now, it's really bothering them because they know they need to act on it or talk about it. This could be a tricky time in your connection, and divine feminine, you may be sensing it too, especially if you're intuitive. You've probably noticed a shift in their demeanor and feel like something's slightly off. The reason this energy feels tricky is that it's subtle, it's not that obvious, but you, being in tune with your feelings, can sense a slight downgrade in the overall energy of your connection. If you've been picking up on this, that's why something is about to end. It could be a behavior, a mindset, or an energy. Whatever it is, it's stemming from your masculine. Let's get into the next message. The next message we have is, we need to discuss this. I'm getting a sense of terms and conditions. This is a masculine energy that is really serious about whatever it is they're feeling. It's something very important to them, and it directly points to you, divine feminine. It's like we're getting a glimpse into their mind, especially their thoughts on love. With this card, we need to discuss this. It feels like a high priority matter they want to address with you. They seem to recognize some minor differences in how they love compared to you, and this is extremely important to them. This masculine energy tends to take a very cerebral approach to connections, even if they don't always show it. You may not see them this way, but this is how they think and view relationships, especially when it comes to choosing who to open up to. This masculine understands that not only are people tricky, but love can be tricky too. They've likely learned through experience that most people lead with a certain version of themselves, and later, their true identity is revealed. In a way, navigating relationships can feel backward. By the time you really know someone, it might be too late. This feels very specific, as if your person has been through this before, and now they want to prevent it from happening again. Right now, what's driving their emotions is a craving for clarity. It's almost as if they want to have a conversation with you where they clearly define what they want, what they need, and what they can give at this stage of their journey. They hope that you can offer the same level of honesty. That's why they want this discussion, almost like bringing your minds together to lay everything out. This masculine has learned that everyone defines love, commitment, and connection differently. They'd rather discuss these terms and conditions before the connection reaches a point of no return. This is someone who knows exactly what they want from you, divine feminine, but depending on where you both are in your connection, it feels like you haven't yet had the opportunity to fully express everything. What your person is asking for right now is radical honesty about where they are, where you are, and more importantly, what you both expect from each other. When you think about it, merging your life with someone in any way is a huge deal. Whether it's a higher level connection or something less serious, it's important to understand why you're seeking what you're seeking and also to know the other person's intentions for you. This is deep. Your person is thinking about this logically, trying to figure out the nature of the agreement you both are making by being in this connection. Their mind goes really deep, especially when it comes to things that will impact them in a major way. They're considering details most people might overlook, but that's because they understand how their energy can affect you, and how your energy can affect them as well. Let's get into the last message. The message we have here is repetitive cycle. Wow. If this resonates with you so far, divine feminine, this is not about you. What's happening here is a projection from this masculine, based on past experiences with other feminine energies. This is coming through very clearly. This masculine has encountered the same feminine energy in different bodies repeatedly. It's not something that happened just once or a few times, it's been a repetitive cycle in their life, and it has affected them deeply. This pattern is causing them to question not only themselves, but also you. On one hand, it's making them doubt their judgment and their ability to choose a partner wisely. Your person may have been in numerous connections that left them with a bad feeling afterward. Each time, they likely thought that person was the one, but they were wrong. Where they are in life now, this cycle is taking a significant toll on them. It's as if they've been opening themselves up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and sometimes physically, only for it to never work out. And that no longer sits well with them. When it comes to you, divine feminine, even though this may not be their intention, they are approaching this connection at a level that feels comfortable for them, but they are definitely holding back energetically. This might be something they're not fully aware of, but it's all happening internally. You might not even know their history or the emotions they're holding on to, but if you pay close attention to their behavior, the signs are there. This is coming through very clearly. A lot of what's going on is beneath the surface. You may not be aware of how deeply these past experiences are affecting your person, especially because of the strong attraction and chemistry they have with you. The only way you'd likely pick up on this is if you're highly intuitive and can sense the subtle, nonverbal cues or shifts in their energy at certain moments. Your person's energy is coming through in a way that makes it clear they're being intentional about not making this obvious. What's really happening is beneath the surface. It's a mental process that's unfolding behind the scenes when they are with you. Like the previous energy suggested, this feeling becomes more intense when they are around you. If you don't forget, then write in the comments about how your day went. I will definitely read it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe channel.